Yeah. Not every job ends clean. Sometimes the streets write the end for you. Listen close. Raymond had a rep, sharp dresser, calm tone. Kept the circle tighter than the stitches in his khaki zone. South Central nights, he moved with silence in his chest. Never chase noise, just the paper, nothing less. But envy lingers heavy where the money stacks high. Old partners start to whisper, plotting quiet on the sly. One night in a Mustang, parked under a dim light. Eddie slid beside him with a plan that felt tight. Bank truck coming down, Hoover just past 8. Quick snatch, no blood, man, it's clean as fate. We grab the bag, split, even disappear for weeks. Nobody gonna chase us, them drivers ain't street. Raymond paused, eyes cold, let the smoke drift slow. He heard stories about Eddie and his greed would show. But hunger makes a man fold, he nodded, said bet. In the back of his mind though, when these were set.
Late night rides when the sirens ain't on. Every deal sounds slick till the vibe feel wrong. Money talk heavy but betrayal run long. One misstep, whole plane gone. Late night rides when the sirens ain't on. Every deal sounds slick till the vibe feel wrong. Money talk heavy but betrayal run long. One misstep, whole plane gone.
Friday hit hard, streets buzzing like wires. Raymond clean his piece, mind steady, heart tired. They posted by the corner, hoodies low, no sound. Van headlights cutting through, tires grinding the ground. Eddie moved first, masked up, gun raised. Out the truck, no something moves, we just here to get paid. Driver froze stiff, second guard reached quick. Raymond fired once, the whole block lit. Glass sprayed the concrete, blood hit the dash. The driver slumped heavy while the guard made a dash. Eddie panicked, screamed, grabbed bags with no care. Dropped one in the street, green bills in the air. Raymond's stomach nodded, this ain't how it should go. Chaos where silence was supposed to flow. Sirens in the distance, blue light on chrome. He barked, move fast, but Eddie froze like stone. Raymond snatched the wheel, Mustang fishtail wide. Tires burning rubber as they shot through the night. But Eddie kept yelling, shaking, spilling the loot. Raymond's patience snapped, pulled the heat, point blank shoot.
Late night rides when the sirens ain't on. Every deal sounds slick till the vibe feel wrong. Money talk heavy but betrayal run long. One misstep, whole plane gone. Late night rides when the sirens ain't on. Every deal sounds slick till the vibe feel wrong. Money talk heavy but betrayal run long. One misstep, whole plane gone.
Now Raymond alone, blood on the seat. Counting cash quick, heart pacing off beat. Police scanners crackled, choppers lit the sky. South Central trapped him, nowhere left to slide. He dumped the car under bridges, fire kissed the frame. But fingerprints and bullets still spelled his name. Weeks turned to whispers, his face on the news. Old friends turned strangers, he ain't got much to lose. One morning at a diner, just trying to sip black. Raymond caught a shadow creeping heavy at his back. SWAT kicked the door, whole room froze still. And the last thing he tasted was cold steel. Yeah, it ain't the streets that kill you, it's the people you trust to ride with you. The last detail is all betrayal. Got a price, every dollar got a chain. In the city of glass houses, ain't nobody safe from pain. Alejandro grew up watching the corners turn flames. Mama worked doubles, daddy lost in the game. He swore to be different, but hunger got loud. Bills stacked up heavy, pride broken but proud. His cousin Lorenzo pulled up in the Benz, gold chains on his chest, said the block never ends. Told Alejandro, if you want, I'll lace you right. One quick move and you'll never work nights. Temptation in his ear, dreams in his eyes. Alejandro nodded slow, trying to swallow the lies. But inside, he was torn between the cross and the steel, between a prayer in the dark and a chance at a meal.
Glass house dreams, a shadow.
night hit, they rolled deep on Florence. Alejandro nervous, but Lorenzo spoke with assurance. They had Camilla in the back, riding clutching the chrome. She lost her brother last year, revenge carved in stone. The target was a stash house, quiet in the hills. Word was the safe held 6 figures in bills. They stormed through the door, mask tight on their face, but one guard woke quick, still raised in the place. Camilla squeezed first, echoes cut through the hall. Alejandro froze up, he just stared at the wall. Lorenzo grabbed the cash, screamed, "Move, let's go!" But the house was a trap, and the neighbors all know.
Glass house dreams, they shadow when you breathe. You can't build a kingdom out of pain and greed. Lights on the street, shadows on the wall. You can rise so quick, but you're bound to fall.
Sirens lit the sky like a war had begun. Alejandro shook hard, couldn't feel his own lungs. Camilla laughed bitter, said this blood ain't mine. It's the city's curse, written deep in the signs. They split down Hoover, ties burned in the tar. Bags full of paper, but the wounds cut far. Lorenzo lit a blunt, grinning wide through the smoke. Said we kings now, primo, all these streets we own. But Alejandro's hands still dripping with red. Visions of the guard with a hole in his head. He whispered, "This ain't me, I ain't built like you." But Lorenzo just laughed, said the game made you too. Next week came heavy news spread in the air. A bounty on their names, every corner was aware. Camilla got ghosts, said she'd ride to the end. But rumors hit quick, she was talking to them. Alejandro's paranoia ate holes in his chest. Every knock at the door put his soul to the test. One night on Slauson, rivals lit up the ride. Lorenzo took 3, slumped cold by his side. Alejandro crawled out, bleeding deep in the rain. Bag of dirty bills, soaked heavy with pain. He dragged himself home, but the block knew the smell. Glass house dreams, always shatter and tell.
Glass house dreams, they shadow when you breathe. You can't build a kingdom out of pain and greed. Lights on the street, shadows on the wall. You can rise so quick, but you're bound to fall.
Weeks later, detective kicked down the door, found Alejandro alone. Money stacked on the floor, he didn't fight back, just stared at the ground. Said every choice I made, put my soul in the ground. Camilla disappeared, no trace, no sound. But whispers in the street said she still hung around. Alejandro locked up, 25 on his name. Another young dreamer swallowed whole by the game. Don't chase glass house dreams, they'll cut you when they break. The streets don't love you back, they just take and take. Take and take. Take and take. Street lights flicker when the danger lurks. Chrome wheels rolling, but revenge don't reverse. Listen close. Let me tell you how it went down. Yeah, Julian had a plan, been broke since June. Heard whispers of a safe sitting heavy with jewels. Met up with Sergio by the liquor store wall. Laid out the blueprint, night destined to fall. They cruised down Slauson in the money low and slow. Candy paint dripping, but they minds on the dough. Marta in the back with a 38 snub. Swore she'd ride forever, even drown in the mud.
Money on the table, but the devil wants due. You can't play with fate, it'll come collect from you. Streetlights glowing, shadows growing long. One bad move, the whole night goes wrong.
They kicked down the door of a pawn on Main. Mask tight, nerves burning, hotter than flame. Old man inside, reached quick for the switch, but Sergio froze, hands shaking from the itch. Julian yelled, "Move!" and then the shots rang twice. Glass hit the floor, neon cutting the night. Marta grabbed the bag, jewels spilling like rain. But blood on the counter left a permanent stain. Sirens in the wind, time moving too fast. Tires screeching heavy, prayed the gas would last. But a witness peep faces caught him clear in the light. Now the city got a hunt brewing deep in the night.
Money on the table, but the devil on his due. You can't play with fate, it'll come collect from you. Street lights glowing, shadows growing long. One bad move, the whole night goes wrong.
Yeah. Next day at the crib, tension hung in the air. TV blasted news, 3 suspects caught on there. Sergio panicked, said he pack up and run. With Julian's face cold, eyes dark like a gun. Snitching ain't an option, Marta said with a tear. But a knock on the door made the truth appear. Rival set from Florence knew the hit went down. And payback was a ritual, circle comes round. Shots through the window, shattered silence and calm. Julian hit the deck, clutching heat in his palm. Sergio got caught, slumped against the wall. Marta screamed loud as the enemies brawled. When the smoke cleared out, the jewels meant nothing. Bodies on the floor, reputation was bluffing. Another West Side tale scribbled under the moon. Life short in the city where the guns play tunes.